I previously shared here on YouTube what I feed crows in my backyard. Many of you have commented on what you feed crows in your area too, so I decided to try out these new foods. I've also made some corrections to the range map from the Ultimate Guide to Feeding Crows video. New and improved maps. In the original video, I showed this map indicating where crows live in North America and where they migrate. Many of you from the red area say crows do not migrate from your area or only move around a little. A few comments noted that crows do not leave the light blue areas of the southwest U.S. This is the updated map showing the total range of the American crow. Sightings are supposed to be less common outside of the dark blue areas. There were also questions about whether viewers were seeing crows or ravens in their area. Ravens can be found in the green areas of this map, and they do overlap the crow's range over a large area in the dark green areas of this map. And we can't forget about fish crows, which closely resemble American crows. They live in the purple shaded areas of this map, mostly near the East Coast and along certain rivers and streams in the southeastern U.S. New food items. Here's the top 5 food items viewers said they feed crows. Number 1. Cashews. Roasted unsalted cashews have been a hit with the crows. That is when everyone else hasn't already gobbled them up. Number 2. Walnuts. The same can be said about walnuts. It's also been a hit with other birds and squirrels, but a few were left for the crows in this video. Number 3. Dog and cat food. Dry dog and cat food was mentioned several times in the comments, so I purchased a bag of dry dog food and tried it out. It was hard catching the crows eating it on video as other birds and squirrels were eating it first. That tells me this must be a very tasty treat. Number 4. Meat. Crows also eat meat. That includes beef, chicken, sausage, or ham. I did not directly offer them any meat, but I did witness a few crows eating meat they found somewhere else. Number 5. Eggs. Several of you mentioned eggs, usually offered when hard-boiled. The crows might also try scrambled eggs. Feeder area. This is a custom-made bird feeder meant to resemble a picnic table. The birds can perch on top, on the sidebars, or eat from the ground like these crows are doing. These green rectangles are flexible cutting mats meant for the kitchen. They keep most of the food from falling down in the grass and mud and blend in with the ground cover. Since there was snow cover, some food was placed right on top of the snow. I chose an area well away from the other mats and feeders for this food pile. By having multiple piles of food, the crows would have something to eat, no matter how many other birds had already shown up. Feeding habits. The feeding schedules of crows here have varied so far this winter. Some days a group of more than a dozen will show up and eat for up to 30 minutes. Other days 1 or 2 will appear alone, and other times no one visits. Neighbors on this street also have bird feeders, and the crows sometimes eat there. Keep this in mind if you keep trying to feed them and they don't show up regularly. They might be eating in a neighbor's yard instead. A single crow had sometimes hung out in the trees in or near my yard in the mornings. With this crow and the larger flock, I've been heading outside and refilling the feeders when they are within sight. They are not as skittish as last winter, but still fly to neighbors' yards and return later. I still keep my camera behind curtains, but there too they are less afraid. Maybe they will associate me with food eventually. Some mornings the crows have had breakfast interrupted by hawks entering the area. Most have been Cooper's hawks, but there have also been red-tailed hawks. The crows will try to take on Cooper's hawks and make them leave, but are more cautious around red-tailed hawks. Don't be afraid to share your crow stories in the comments section. Subscribing to this channel and liking this video lets me know how much people appreciate this content. If you want to see more crow action, check out the video in the upper right corner.